And we are live as I clear my throat. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome back to another daily Disney discussion. And oh, lordy, 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 we got a big one today for you. Let me tell you. We are going to have an awesome, awesome time as we talk about none other than one of the newest, probably the most technically advanced incredible ride at Walt Disney World, and of course that is Rise of the Resistance over in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But before we get to that, of course, let's do some quick mousekeeping. Of course, Dean over at the Live Place, theliveplace.com, family-friendly streams throughout the week. He is your TV guide of live streams. If you're looking for a live stream, certain day of the week, certain time, go see theliveplace.com. You'll be able to find what you're looking for sure. Our two partner channels are Disney Dan and Steve's World. Be sure to check those guys out. Those guys are fantastic. Great partner channels. We're lucky to have them. And other than that, thank you to all of our members listed below. There they go on the scroll, or by on the scroll. Thank you to all of our members for your generosity and your loyalty. And thank you to everybody who is here today. Just a quick note on programming. I think tonight at 9 o'clock the Philly crew go live. Be sure to check them out as well. But welcome in, everybody. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. And then we'll get right into it because we got a lot to talk about today. So let's see. We have Wendy Lou, who one of our members is here. Wendy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Eric Newman, another one of our members, is here. Eric, good to see you, buddy. Craig's Robotics says, hey, this is my kind of ride. High-tech ride. Bluetooth, closed-loop Wi-Fi, GPS tracking, and animatronic overload for sure. Craig's Robotic, good to see you. Big Disney fan is here. James Ryan, another one of our members. James, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Let's see who else is here. I saw a couple of people. Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerd Herders, are here, guys. Good to see you. Hope Sophie had a great birthday. Ron and Meredith of the Philly crew, another one of our members, are here. Ron and Meredith, great to see you guys. Noah's in the house. What's up, Noah? Good to see you. Big Noah Mountain 5 is here. It's Joey's World is here. Joey's World. Keith, Lisa, and Joey. Hope you guys are having a great week. Amy, AJC Magic TV, is here. Good to see you, Amy. Rob Fuzz is in the house. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Caitlin, Make It Blue at Disney Adventure, is here as well. Good to see you, Caitlin. Richard Arjohn's another one of our members, and Caitlin also is one of our members. Caitlin, great to see you, and thank you again for being here. And Richard, one of our members, the legend, Arjohn's, is in the house. Arjohn's, good to see you, buddy. And I think we're about up to date. Let's take a look. Tina McNeil. Tina, good to see you. Tina McNeil, DCS is here, Disney Community Support. Tina, another one of our members. Tina, great to see you as well. And when you guys see me looking off to the side, it's only because I'm looking at the chat, guys, so I appreciate you being here. I want to look at the screen, but I also want to make sure I get the chat as best I can. Who else is here? Saving for Disney is here. Saving for Disney, welcome in. Good to see you guys. One Stop Mouse is in the house. What's up, Bob? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Great channel. Be sure to check out One Stop Mouse as well. Let's see. I think we're up to date. We are up to date. Hooray! Everybody saying hi to everybody. But welcome in, everybody. Again, let's talk about Rise of the Resistance. So, when Galaxy's Edge opened, there were two different rides that opened up. Of course, Smuggler's Run opened up right away when Galaxy's Edge opened. I was there opening day for Galaxy's Edge, and Smuggler's Run, as cool a ride as it is, it's okay. I don't think this was a game changer. I think it was fun, great queue and all that, but it wasn't the best ride. A little while later, they opened up Rise of the Resistance. Talk about a game changer. Walter's in the house. There's my son. Hey, Walter. Good to see you, buddy. Love you, pal. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for being here, bud. Say hi to Andrea for me. Surya Myers is also here. Surya, another one of our members. Surya, great to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. And Brian's in the house. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Brian, another one of our members and one of our longtime loyal listeners and watchers. Brian, good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. But let's talk about Rise of the Resistance for a second. Obviously, it's the only ride at Walt Disney World when it first came out that does a virtual queue, period. You have to. That's how you do it. You have to do the virtual queue. They did it two different ways to start. It initially started first come, first serve. So as soon as you got into the park, you could go on and get your virtual queue boarding pass, and boom, you're ready to go. So it paid to be first in line, first come, first serve, so to speak. So if you got there at 4 a.m., you were the first one in line. As soon as they opened the gates and you got in, you could get your virtual queue and you were good to go. So it paid to get there early. There were benefits to doing that. And then a little bit later on, down the road, they changed it from first come, first serve to at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whenever the park opened. At that time, whoever was in the park, it was kind of a free-for-all. You just went for it, and whoever got it, got it. It was a lottery. It was a free-for-all. I actually prefer the older way, first come, first serve. I mean, if you're going to get up early enough to get there and get in line and wait 3 hours for the parks to open, there should be a benefit to that. If I get in line an hour ahead of time and someone else comes up 5 minutes before me and we're both in the park, they may get a virtual queue and I may not. It just doesn't seem fair. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Noah says, fun fact, Rise of the Resistance is one of the most technologically advanced Disney park attractions of all time. Absolutely it is. Yep, Walter was able to get all his park passes for the rest of the trip. Yep, he got them all. Thank goodness. When grown men cry getting off this ride, you know it's good. Well, we're going to talk about that too. We're actually going to talk about that. And we might actually run over a little bit from a half an hour today, guys, because there's a lot to talk about with this ride. Yes, Walter got them all. Congratulations. Yeah, he was persistent. He did good. I'll say this. When you get that, when you do actually get, yeah, me too, I was the same way. First come, first serve was better. I agree 100%. I don't know why they changed it to the way they changed it, but I guess they have their reasons for doing that. I didn't agree with them, and I apologize, guys. I'm just looking something up here. Just 1 second. Yeah, I didn't agree with it. I thought it was something that they shouldn't have changed. And we can get on it in August. Yeah, right now you can, Surya. I don't know that I think they're ultimately going to probably go back to virtual queue for this ride. It's just way too popular and way too good to not be on a virtual queue. Joey Swell says, yes, Mouse Dog, you should get a better benefit than just getting the early morning Starbucks. Yeah, it's true. What's up, Rob? Rob's in the house, Rob Fuzz. Good to see you, Rob. Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. We've got, let's see here, what do we got so far? We got 22 watching with 19 likes. Be sure to hit that like button, everybody, for me. I'd appreciate it. Let's see if we can get 22 for 22. That'd be awesome. Definitely helps the stream. Surya says, it crashed for like a day and a half, Walt. My travel agent got through to tell me it's why we couldn't get passes. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully you'll get them soon, Surya, if you haven't already. But The queue itself, once you do get that actual virtual queue, obviously you have a time frame that you have, like from 9 to 10, 10 to 11, whatever it is. You have that 1 hour time frame in which you have to come back, and then from there you get into the actual, what I'll call line, standby line, to get on the ride itself. I think if you have a 1 hour or 2 hour time period, if you miss your hour, you can come back within an hour or two and get on the ride, even if you missed within your time frame. So that's good. The actual queue itself, the virtual queue getting in, the first part of it, I mean, there's like several parts to this ride that just makes it unique in its own way. The first part, good. I'm glad you got them all, Saria. That's awesome news. The first part of the queue, you get in line, you go to the front, you're there, and you go in. It's really neat. It's immersive, very immersive queue. And then you go into this one area where you see BB-8 and a few other things. And I will say, guys, we're talking about the ride. So we're going to have some spoilers here, a little bit. I'm not going to give away too much, but there may be a few spoilers in here. So I'll stop right now before we get into the major parts of the ride itself. If you're not into spoilers and you really don't want to hear about this ride, this may not be the stream for you today. I'm going to try to keep the spoilers limited, but there are a few things that I need to talk about that are kind of relevant to giving the ride the kudos or credo, the credo that it needs, in my opinion. So I totally understand if you have to leave on this one. This one is different from others for sure. Avery, the Cuban American, welcome in, Avery. Good to see you. And Sherry, Awesome Sunsets Travel is here. Sherry's another one of our members. Sherry, great to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. She's saying hi to everybody. But that first part, you go in, you see BB-8, and then on the hologram, someone else comes in, kind of talks about what's going to happen, how they need our help, this, that, and the other. And then you come out from there and you go into the first part of the actual ride or experience, in my opinion. You get into the ship, and it's the neatest thing for me. It's the first of many where I go, how did they do that? And you get in, and you're in there, and it's just awesome. And you're on this ship, and the ship gets hijacked or taken by the First Order. And what's really neat about it is you go in this one door, and you're outside. I mean, you're in the elements, you're outside, and then you're on the ship, and you're feeling all the virtual stuff going on. And then all of a sudden we get caught, and then it looks like you're landing inside of a giant Star Destroyer ship. And then the same door opens, and you come out. This is the same door that you went in when you were outside. The same door opens up, and you come out to that. That's what's waiting for you, all those stormtroopers. And I looked at Melissa and I go, how did they do that? We were just, it's not like we went in one door and then went out the other, and it's just like you went through. The same door that opened us up from outside to let us in, it's the same door that opened back up, and those guys were waiting for us. I don't know how they did that, because it didn't feel like we were actually moving, but we had to have moved. We had to have moved. How else did they do that? I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Jamie B, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Joey's well said, best part of Rise of the Resistance, riding it with Mouse Talk. That was icing on the cake. Nothing can top that. I know. And Melissa and I got in the wrong seats. I think I got in the wrong seat. I was supposed to be like red, and I was supposed to be in orange, and I just ruined it for everybody. No, we had fun. That was a great time for sure, Joey's World. It is a cool experience. Noah says the attraction will feature massive set pieces, including a hangar bay filled with 50 stormtroopers. Yep, which I just showed. That's right. The fact that the ride is getting its own Lego set shows, yeah, it's pretty awesome. It blew someone's mind that the same door opened up and bam, stormtroopers. Yeah, me. It blew my. I don't know how they did that. Spoilers, can't wait to ride it. It's a game changer, the entire ride. And then once you're caught, then you come out and you look at all the stormtroopers. You can get pictures with them, and then it looks like you're really in space because you look out and you see the ships going by in space, and then you have to go into this next area, which is kind of, they're going to put you in your holding area, and that's kind of your cue to get on the actual ride. And then you get in there, and they got you in detainment, and Kylo Ren comes in, and then he goes off, and then all of a sudden that's when they try to get you out. The Resistance comes in and tries to get you out. Hey, Downscale's here. Downscale, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And this is where the actual ride parts happens at this point. So you've already had several different features to this. You've already had some simulator type of experiences, some attraction type things, animatronics already involved, and then you get into the actual ride, and then once you get on the ride part of it, that's when the rubber meets the road, in my opinion. That's when the ride becomes a whole nother level. It's just unbelievable, the immersiveness of this ride. It's like you're literally in the movie. It didn't feel like a ride. I felt like I was in an action movie. It felt like I was in the battle. It was pretty neat. Downscale says, I've never seen Rise live or on video, so don't mind earplugs. Mute button for the spoilers. I agree. That's fine with me. That's why I put that out there before we started. Will they space the Stormtroopers 6 feet apart? Probably not. I would think they probably will not at this point. Yes, and masks under the helmets too. Probably, maybe. You never know. That would be interesting to see if Disney did that. But with them, they kind of already have masks on, so maybe not. But, I mean, you see AT-ATs in there. You see this. You see that. It's probably... I don't even know how to word this ride. It's an experience in and of itself that is absolutely mind-boggling. It's better than Flight of Passage. I'm sorry, it just is. There's too many other elements to this ride that Flight of Passage doesn't have. This is awesome. What would have made this my favorite ride of all time, in my opinion? Now, this is just my opinion. If this Rise of the Resistance ride had incorporated the original Star Wars characters, this would have been a touchdown, a grand slam home run for me. It would have been my favorite ride. It would have surpassed Haunted Mansion for me. Having Kylo and all them, BB-8 and all. I'm not a big fan of the new characters. I get it. It's Disney's characters. They want to promote their characters. But if this was Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewie, R2 and C-3PO that were incorporated into this ride would have been a touchdown for me. It would have been the greatest ride. It's already probably the greatest ride of all time. But it would have been that much better for me. This would have been historic, in my opinion. For me. And it probably still is in a lot of ways. Downscale says, haha, I think the Empire has provided greater than N95 level protection within Stormtrooper. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Jamie, it is going to be amazing. You guys are going to be absolutely amazed. I think if they took ride pictures of you, they would look like this. It's true. James says, as you progress, it overwhelms the ability to process all that you see. When I rode for the second and third time, I kept seeing new things. It is amazing. It is amazing. And that's the thing about this ride. First off, it's just overload. I mean, there's something everywhere. And they're telling a story. Ultimately, they're telling a story. They're trying to save us and get us out in the middle of a battle. So there is a story being told as well. Desire Dreamer in the house. Jeff and Angela. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. We had dinner with them last night at Wilderness Lodge, of all places, at Whispering Canyon Cafe. It was awesome. We had a great time. So everybody say hi to Desire Dream, Jeff and Angela. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. I hear this ride is amazing. A 40-foot splash drop. There is a drop to it. I mean, they have everything to it. They have simulator, drop, rides, animatronics. They have everything in this thing. It's unlike anything you've ever ridden before. I guarantee you it's unlike anything you've ever ridden before. It tells that great story. It's a lot of fun. It's just fantastic. The entire experience is immersive, and it is like a 15 to 20 minute experience. You're not on there for 5 minutes. This isn't Seven Dwarfs Mine Train where you're in line for 45 minutes for a 2-minute ride. Not at all. It's an experience. Mike Wheeler, welcome in, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it very much. It is the single greatest ride in Disney history, period, bar none, at this point for me. Still not my favorite. I think it would have been my favorite, like I said, if they had incorporated the original trilogy characters, Darth Vader, other Stormtroopers, not First Order Stormtroopers, but the first Stormtroopers and all that. That's just me. But this ride is really close. I remember the first time I ever rode the drop is nothing. I fell off a step that was higher than that. Yeah, oh no, exactly. The drop's really not that bad at all. Laura B, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Everybody say hi to Laura. Great to have you here. Downscale says it's on the level of Horizons as far as length and complexity. from what I've surmised from others. Yeah, it's pretty complex. It's like just brain overload. It's fantastic. Everything about it. That is wonderful. Bet you had to hustle to do that. I am not going to miss those silly boarding. Oh yeah, no, boarding groups are something else. They really are. But I don't know. I got to ride it 3 times in line. Wow, how about that? That's pretty awesome. If you can get it. Rockin' Robin's in the house. What's up, Robin? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hi, Desire Dream. Sorry if I said something. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're okay. But welcome in. Yes, I was hoping for more of a drop. Yeah, the drop is fine. I mean, the drop was enough. I mean, it could have been more for sure, but it was fine. Charlie and Stacey say they should load the car onto an actual roller coaster for the escape from the Star Destroyer and have it finish on a coaster. That would have been cool. That would have been different. I'll put it to you that way. But remember, this is a trackless ride too. This is really one of those first trackless rides that Disney's ever had at Disney World. Now, of course, Ratatouille's going to have it. Runaway Railway has it. So they're starting to incorporate this more. But this is the first real trackless ride, I guess, in my opinion. I guess Great Movie Ride kind of was. But this is a lot of fun. This is a fantastic ride. Now, they don't have wait times for this, so you really can't do it. It's a whole experience. I agree, Sherry, you're right. But, you know, let's just try to put it in layman's terms for us that don't have it. What would you wait for this ride? If you had to wait, if there were wait times for this ride, would you wait an hour, 2 hours? What would you wait to ride this ride? I want to hear from everybody. What would you wait? With the 10 o'clock opening in Hollywood Studios, everyone will be trying it once for Rise of the Resistance since you can't sleep in. It's true. I mean, ultimately, what I'm going to do is we're almost getting back to first come, first serve because Rise of the Resistance is going to be standby just like everybody else. But the parks are going to be at 30% capacity, for one. So it's not like you're going to have a ton of people that are there. So even with 30% capacity, even if all 30% went right to Rise of the Resistance, not all 30% are going to ride it again. Some are going to ride it and say, oh my God, it was great, and they're going to move on to other things. Others are going to go right back on again, for sure. But I think right now, with everything going on, I think getting on this ride isn't going to be that bad. So let's see. Noah says he'd wait 40 minutes. Amy said she'd wait an hour. Wendy said she'd wait maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes for the Nerd Herders. Ron says 2 hours for him. Saria says, based on what everyone is saying, I'd wait up to 2 hours. I've done it for less liked rides. Makes sense. 1 hour for Richard. Hopefully it won't be too bad. No, I don't think it will be that bad, Angela and Jeff. I really don't. First off, park capacity alone is going to make it manageable. I really think so. If they're doing 30% park capacity, first off, it'll be unheard of that all 30% are going to go directly to Rise of the Resistance. They're not. They're going to ride other things too. So I don't think it's going to be that bad. James says, I hate waiting as much as anyone, but would, if necessary, wait 2 hours. It is that good. Joyce World says, this would be the one ride that we will break our standard 20 minutes. So we would wait up to 40 minutes. There you go. 2 hours for Jamie, 90 minutes for saving for Disney. Downscale says, with a 9-year-old waiting for more than 30 minutes is usually out of the question. That makes sense. Isn't it a virtual queue only? As long as I'm doing other stuff, I could wait a while. Well, it was, but when Disney reopens, Walter, it won't be a virtual queue. It's going to be standby. So it might go back to virtual queue at some point, but we'll see. Caitlin says she's not sure. I haven't rode this, so I don't know. Oh, you're going to like it. There's our dream. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. You guys said hi, didn't you? I thought you did. Let's see. AJC. Amy said I went over the first weekend it opened, and it was the goal. I would get boarding, and depending on the time of boarding, would go do something else. Yes, exactly. Yep. I'm a Star Wars fan, and there's so much to see in the queue. Yeah, there is a lot to see in the queue. I agree 100%. Oh, Jeff's now on. Okay. Jeff, welcome in. Good to see you. I thought it was both of you, but welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here. Downscale says, well, the last time we were there, she was 7. It was more rough then. She might be more cool about it now. Well, you do have also the app, so you can do the Play Disney Parks app. There's different games you can play while you're in line. I'll be honest with you, I'd wait 2 hours for this ride. I really would. As long as the queue is consistently moving. It doesn't have to even move fast. As long as we're making progress, I'll wait 2 hours for this. I really will. It's well worth it to me. I would wait 2 hours easily for this ride. The juice is worth the squeeze on this ride, by far. Oh, Jeff, no problem at all, buddy. Appreciate it. The juice is worth the squeeze to me for this ride. I would definitely ride this. I'd wait 2 hours. Fast pass, if everybody, I think we're all pretty much in agreement, but let me know, would you fast pass this if you had to? Is this a top 3 fast pass? You know, I don't know if it's ever going to be incorporated into the fast pass system with the virtual queue. Obviously, that makes it non-existent. But assuming there's no virtual queue and they give you a fast pass option, would you fast pass this? I think I know what everybody's going to say, but I still want to hear from you. So Tina says, okay, they're out right now, so I can chat for a minute. I haven't ridden it, but I would say from what I've seen and heard, I'd wait an hour or more and say it's a 10 out of 10. Awesome. Wendy says, I've not been on Rise of the Resistance, but it sure looks amazing. I'm not a Star Wars fan. See, that's the thing. I'm not an Avatar fan, but I really enjoyed Flight of Passage. You don't have to be a major fan of this series, this franchise, to enjoy the ride. Yes, Fast Pass for Charlie and Stacy. Yes, Fast Pass for Amy. Absolutely for Saria. Definitely for Wendy. Totally for Noah. Yes, is that really a question, Walt? Yes, it is definitely for Tina. Definitely for Jamie. Mike Wheeler says, I haven't been on it, but hearing how the effects and stuff like that sounds really awesome. I will wait maybe an hour. I'd wait maybe an hour and a half. That makes sense. 9.5 on a rating. Awesome. I'll wait 2 hours, but I would fast pass it. Exactly. The opening of Rise of the Resistance and the rest of Galaxy's Edge have really boosted Hollywood studios. Remember not long ago when the people called it a half-day? I do remember that. I absolutely do. And I have to be honest with you, James. I think Toy Story Land has been a big part of that as well. That land is an underrated land. If that land had more shade, it would be a highly popular land, in my opinion. Downskill says, I wish they'd make interactive cues more prevalent than relying on everyone staring at their tiny phone screen. I agree, but it's cheaper for them to just make an app than it is to incorporate it into that. Maybe, I don't know. Yes on Fast Pass. Yes on Fast Pass for James. Yes on Fast Pass for Ron and Meredith. Jamie says, I do not like Avatar at all, and I love Flight of Passage. I agree. Yeah, it's you really don't have to like the movie to like the experience. I'm telling you. And the one thing I will say is this. First time I ever got on Flight of Passage, I was there for a DVC preview. This was before Avatar Land Pandora World opened. Myself, Walter, Melissa, and Mason and we got to go in for a DVC preview. And Walter's in the chat, and he can verify this. So we were one of the first ones to ever ride Flight of Passage. When I got on Flight of Passage for the first time and got off that ride, I had tears in my eyes. I couldn't believe what I had just rode. I was clapping, and I had tears in my eyes. Downscale says most of the half-day park declarations were due to the construction. Oh, of course, but there was also less to ride, too, at one time. Any word if they are going to let us pick Fast Pass anytime soon? Not anytime soon, I don't think. Jackie RV into Disney, welcome, and good to see you. I need more rides for Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story, honestly, same with Pandora. Yeah, I agree. True, it's cheaper for them to make an app, but I don't spend thousands of dollars to attend the happiest place on it to be entertained by my phone. I agree. They have halted all Fast Passes. Yes, they have. Yep. Jackie RV in the Disney, welcome in. So I got off of Flight of Passage, had tears in my eyes. I was clapping. I thought it was awesome. But when I got off of Rise of the Resistance, I was like, holy cow, what did I just ride? It was amazement. It was stunned. I was baffled. I was shocked. I was elated. I couldn't believe what I just rode. I'm thinking to myself, how did they do that? How did they do this? It was more like, holy moly. Of course I was clapping, but it was like mind blown. There's elation, and then there's just stunned. I was stunned. I really was. Jack says, I would wait forever for the first time to do this ride. It was my second time riding. I would wait 45 minutes. There you go. Yep. Walter said, yep, I did too. I was tearing up while riding it. It was awesome. It was Flight of Passage was pretty awesome, for sure. No fast passes will make standby so much more tolerable, for sure. Oh, yeah. I said that the other day. I agree 100%. Hey, gang, if you do not yet do so, please consider bopping a like. Yes, please, everybody. Hit that like button. 26 for 26. We got 26 watching. 26 likes. Thank you, guys. Exactly, Jeff. It's not a ride. It is definitely an experience. It's unlike anything else you'll do. There's a part with these guns shooting. That's my favorite part of the ride. I'll leave it at that. I don't know. It's the most amazing ride I've ever been on in my entire life. It's still not my favorite. I have a nostalgia and love for Haunted Mansion. It's just the neatest thing ever. But this ride is technically superior to anything we've ever seen. It is an experience. It encapsulates several different ride functions. It's just amazing. Are you glad they waited to open Rise when it was done proper, than open it with Galaxy's Edge and have it be a mess? Yeah, of course. I'd rather they wait and do things the right way than to open early and then have things down. Absolutely downscale. James says, don't forget, July is Magic Mail Month. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But now it's time for scores, and I want to hear from you guys. What do you rate this ride? Even if you haven't ridden it, based off of everything you've seen or heard, what do you think you might give this ride? Because I know a lot of people probably haven't ridden it. I mean, it opened in December of last year. By March of this year, everything was shut down. So that's like 5 months. So it's really only been open 5 months. But what would you rate this one? I'll give you my rating right now. I think we all know what it's going to be. It's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's easily a 10 out of 10. It's not even close. 10 for being Star Wars, 10 for trackless ride, 10 for entertainment, 10 for virtual queue, 10 out of 10. Jeff says, hopefully they are working on Rise as we speak, get some more of the bugs out. I agree. I hope so, because it did break down a lot. Never been on this ride, so it's a 7.9 out of 10. After all the incredible praise Rise got, I'm waiting to see how incredible Guardians Universe of Energy will be. We'll see. It's going to be different. 100 out of 10 for Big Noah. The Philly Crew says, it's great seeing everyone's reaction when they get off this ride. It's worth getting up early for. I agree. That's another big part of it as well. I love seeing people's reactions. Seeing the people's reactions on Rise is pretty awesome too. I agree 100%. It's amazing. Haven't been on it, but definitely a 10. I'm exempt from rating. Amy says 10 out of 10. Saria says, based on you and everyone else, 9. If it was original characters, it'd be a 10. Me too. If it were original characters, it'd be the greatest thing since sliced bread to me. I'm going to say it would be a solid 10, Wendy says. I've seen it on vlogs, and I'm blown away. You're going to be even more blown away doing it in person. Look, vlogs and videos are great, but they don't do it justice. Being there and experiencing it is I hope you get to do it soon. We never gives this number, but for this one, it's a solid 10. There you go. Jennifer Jones, welcome in. Good to see you, Jennifer. Everybody say hi to Jennifer. I have never been on it, but I imagine that it would be a perfect 10. It really is. Richard gives it a 10. Yes, the Philly Crew tonight, 9 o'clock. Don't miss them. 1 trillion out of 10 for Avery. 10 for the DePhilly Crew. 9 out of 10. I have high standards. with apologies to Bo Derek, Rise of the Resistance is a perfect 10. That was a good movie, by the way. Dudley Moore, Bo Derek. I haven't been on it. I would give it a 10, though. There you go. From what I've heard, it wasn't a factor of the ride breaking down that caused delays. It was it being out of sync with the ride vehicles. It could be it, too. Well, to me, that's still breaking down, in my opinion. If it's not in sync, it's not running right. But, I mean, I get what you're saying. 10 from watching online. Yeah, exactly. I am with you about the original characters. Yeah. I hope I do, too. Yeah, I hope you do, too. I really do. I hope you get it, for sure. Is it today's Avery's birthday? Well, Avery, if today's your birthday, buddy, happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Avery. Sorry they're racing around like crazy right now. That's okay. Joyce was said, James, sadly enough, I don't think enough of these folks know who Bo Derek is and how the number 10 relates to her. Just seeing her run down the beach should be enough. I'll leave it at 10. Okay, now we're getting away from family friendly. Yeah, they don't know what they're missing, for sure. But anyway, so there you go. That's my rating. 10 out of 10. Rise of the Resistance. It's an absolute must for everybody. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you won't be disappointed in this ride. It's an absolute amazing, amazing ride. Well, we are past 6:30. A few things to go over before we head out. Of course, tonight, 9 o'clock, be sure to check out the Philly crew. They're going to be going live. We are coming to the end, sadly, of our show. I don't know that I have enough of these, so we have about 6 left. So we're going to have about 6 shows left of the Daily Disney Discussion. So we are coming to the end of our journey and our fellowship for the Daily Disney Discussion. I wanted to put that out there today. We have about 6 left, so we'll have 6 more of these. But this has been fantastic. All of these have been fantastic. It's grown exponentially since the very beginning. You guys have all been fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed this show. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. We went from 5 to 6 people watching to anywhere to 40 people watching on any one of these. And it's always been my pleasure to bring them to you, and I hope you guys have enjoyed these. I do my best to incorporate the chat as much as possible. I want to make sure you guys know that I see you, I recognize you, and I want you to be here and part of this each and every week because it means that much to me. Downscale, you didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you so much. $5 super chat from Downscale. He says, thanks for not dropping any hard spoilers on me, Walt. However, I did join late. No, I didn't, but thank you for that. That's very generous for that super chat. Everybody, please thank Downscale for that incredibly generous super chat. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It's not the easiest to do because you have to get every single stream ready every single day, but I love doing it because I'm bringing it to you guys. When this ends, Tina says, no, let's do restaurants next. Jamie says, this show's been fun. Love this idea. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. If you don't do one at this time, I probably won't see you, and that makes me sad. Oh, well, we'll see what we can do. That was a great topic. It's been great. It's been, Wendy, we'll see what we can do. Ultimately, what I'm thinking about doing, I may take a break for a little bit, take a few weeks off, and then come back with something different. At the same time, and again, we may have to build back up, and that's fine. But it does take a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort to get these together, and I love doing it for you guys, and that's what's made it so great. So when this one ends, the Daily Disney Discussion, we might move into something else, but what you might see is, and I'm kind of voluntarily selecting Melissa a little bit more to be on this as well. But James says the Daily Disney Discussion has been a wonderful way to endure the shutdown of the parks and took amazing work to produce every day. Great work. I appreciate it. Thanks, James. It's fun. It's been a great time for sure. Well, you got to let me know where you get all that amazing music that you use. I will, Joey's well. You asked that before, and I apologize, Lisa. I'll get it to you. I promise. I actually got it from Dan, and I have to look it up. But I know I'll get it to you. I promise for sure. Yeah, these have been great, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. But I won't hold you guys. I know you guys got other plans, but again, it's been my pleasure to bring this to you each and every week. We're not done yet. We got 6 more to go. But you guys always have a choice, and you choose to spend your time here with me right in the middle of the day, right at dinner time, and it means the world to me. Your time is precious, and to be here with me each and every week means the world to me, and I appreciate that. You guys are all amazing. Melissa and I love you guys. And of course, our members, it goes without saying, you even go to the extra step, and that means everything to us. But it's been amazing for sure. And I hope people have made friends from this as well, met new people as well. I think that's important as well. I think we've really done that. We haven't done the pool yet. We're going to do the pool in just a minute. Wendy says, being on here is the best part of my day, albeit later in the evening here in the UK. Well, Wendy, thank you. It's our pleasure to have you. And hopefully you've met some good people, because there's a lot of good people in here each and every week. Sorry, me too. It's been great discussion, and we're not done yet. We still got more to do. Yeah, it's been great. We've never done the pool yet. No, we're going to do that now. You guys remember, anybody's been here since the very beginning, this thing was so full that they would fall out, and here we are all this time later. So tomorrow, Friday, thank goodness. It's been a tough week, guys, let me tell you. But coming on here with you guys has made it a lot better. Friday, we are heading, okay, we haven't done this one yet. We're heading back to the Magic Kingdom. You guys are probably like, there's still more Magic Kingdom, but there is. If you guys can see that. The Many Adventures, that says Pooh. We're going over to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. We have a lot to talk about with this one. what it replaced. Do we like it? Do we not like it? It's going to be awesome. So the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh tomorrow. Bring your memories. Bring your stories. Bring your ratings. Bring your wait times. But for sure, it's going to be a lot of fun. This has been awesome. This time of night is fine, but I missed the later one. Yeah, I'm sure. Downscales, are you going to refill it for round 2 so we can talk about them all over again? Because that would be excellent. Man, we'll do something. We'll see. We may take a few weeks off just to get ready, but to kind of recharge our batteries. But we'll definitely do something for sure. Yeah, I know it was overflowing. I remember. Oh my gosh, Russ Stapleton. There's Russ. What's up, Russ? Welcome in. Another one of our members. Russ says, "I resist you rating of Rise of the Resistance and give it a rise of 11 out of 10, even though I haven't ridden it yet." Oh, don't worry. Yep. Pooh's going to be fun. The Many Adventures of Mr. Toad. Surprise, surprise. I know. We keep heading over to the Magic Kingdom. Oh, my gosh. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Everybody be sure to check out Diz Our Dream as well. Great channel. You guys would definitely love them. 31 likes with 26 watching. Thank you all very much. And Melissa even popped in for a few seconds. It's been an interesting week for sure. But guys, thank you again for being here. 9 o'clock, the Philly Crew. Be sure to check them out. Dean over at the Live Place. Disney Dan, Steve's World, our partner channels. And until tomorrow, God bless you all very, very much. Thank you all for being here. Stay safe. Look out for each other. Let's try to keep and make the world a better place each and every day as best we can. Even if it just brings a smile to somebody else's face. Let's show some positivity where we can. But guys, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you all really, really soon. Bye, everybody.